waking up to a situation where His Excellency the President will address issues which will reduce the cost of doing business within the country. For us, we think that the best way to help grow our economy is to improve manufacturing, which will create the needed employment for Ghanaians to be encouraged to consume what we produce locally. If we are able to do that, then I'm more than convinced that the economy of Ghana will move forward and people will really feel it. It looks as if we are relying much on imports. We're talking about being a country with 50% into agriculture. Still, we are importing food, over $400 million per annum. In such a situation, the strength of the city will not be able to stand. So I think policies should help for us to be able to feed ourselves, one. Secondly, to be able to strengthen the local indigenous businesses who are into industry, so that we'll be able to produce what we consume locally and export the excesses. If we're able to do that, we should be on course. We believe government will do us that honor. And secondly, as the cost of borrowing is too high, and we are in a global village, everybody can sell to any market in the world. So if we are borrowing around 28-32%, how can we be very competitive? Well, at the end of it, the cost is passed on to the final price of the product, and it's the consumer who suffers, and the consumer has a right to select from any other angle. So I think government should help us to bring the cost down so that we can be very competitive when we compare our produce with those coming from outside. We have to concentrate where we are strong. We cannot do everything, but identify the areas that we are strong and improve on them, so that we know that if we talk about maybe if it's tomatoes and we know we are strong, we stand strong for the world to know Ghana is strong here. If it's cocoa, let's take a position so that we make it strong and become number one. But it looks as if we're trying a bit of everything, it doesn't work. Let's specialize in the areas that we are strong and produce and be able to supply to the world.
As Africans, we need to own the trade links, because we've seen a lot of linkages, and it has kind of captured our beliefs that to trade better, you connect with Europe. Yes, you can do, but how much can we really do we miss out because we do not trade with each other? And we have heard the other day President Obama saying, before you want to trade with Americans, how much are you trading with yourselves? And we're so endowed with resources, with the human resource, the trade items. We could do all these things, agricultural products, excellent climate, all these things. These are things that we have here in the African continent, but we don't make quite good use of them. And as a result, we remain poor people. And we have kind of accepted that position as if it's a satisfying one. But we need to clearly come out of this. So my hope and my request to whoever is in leadership and makes statements in that direction should be to encourage us to do business with ourselves and among ourselves, because we have the means. The money is quite here. The dreams that money is out in Europe. Europe tends to determine what prices we are going to get for our goods. We could set the prices ourselves. We could do some initial processing. We have all the means, but we have lacked, I think, some key, keys, particular keys to unblock the trade pipes here and there, which I think the leadership of this continent should do, and then we get business running easily amongst the African countries.
The expectations are very high because of recent developments regarding the Ghanaian currency and other issues. So everybody will expect the president to give a very hopeful message, and that I think is exactly what is going to happen. Ghana has done very well in spite of all these challenges. If you compare it to, look at the figures that are around. We could do better, but I don't think that the country is in a fatal situation. We just have to be hopeful as a people, continue to put our hands on deck. I don't think that we should expect the president, and for that matter his ministers, his appointees alone to build this country. Every single one of us has a role to play. And